The iPhone Air has shocked me, and the last 5 days with this device has been anything but easy. But I'm not talking about the battery life or the heat or anything like that with this device. I'm talking about just trying to decide whether this is going to be the iPhone that I keep or is it going to be the iPhone 17 Pro. And I think you're going to be surprised with the answer. Maybe you won't be. We'll just have to wait and see. But let's go ahead and just take a close look at this device. So this is the iPhone Air. It's insanely thin. It's covered with titanium. We've all probably seen the people trying to bend this device at this point. It's like impossible. Apple has somehow made a device so thin yet so strong that it seems to break the rules of nature. I mean, my camera is just struggling trying to focus on this device when it's at its side. But let's go ahead, quick comparison between it and the Pro. I mean, there is just no contest with obviously the thickness of these two devices. It is just insane. But I have more than just the Pro with me. I have the original iPhone. Yes, the fact that this is where we started is just insane. I mean, look, it fits completely in my hand. This thing is so tiny. I think the screen on this, I'm probably wrong. Is it like 3 inches, 3.5 inches, something like that, compared to the 6.5 inches of the iPhone Air? And obviously just look at them side by side. Look at the thickness of the iPhone compared to the iPhone Air. I mean, these are probably fairly close. I mean, if you look at that, they're right there almost at the same. Let's go ahead and do some quick measurements because it's been so long since I've done the original. So we're looking at 11.6 millimeters thick on this. Now, of course, the Air is somewhere around 5.5. There we go. So 5.5. If we look at it at its thickness on the camera, we're looking at 11.4 right there. And then if we take a look at the Pro, we are at 8.8. The thickest area of it is 13.3. But that's not all. I also just wanted to compare it with the iPad Pro, the thinnest iPad ever made by Apple. Let's look at these side by side. They look roughly the exact same. That is crazy. This thing is insane. I love the feel of this device. Let's go ahead and take a quick measurement of this one. And we're once again, if I get it to focus, at about that 5.5. So these two devices are roughly the exact same thickness as far as in their thinnest area. But of course, the thinness of the device is not everything. It's also just how it works and how it looks. And Apple did something really weird this year. They gave the iPhone Air the Pro treatment. And the iPhone Pro got kind of like the regular iPhone treatment. I mean, look at the color options that we have with the Pro this year. We have orange, which, let me just be honest, it looks amazing. I know a lot of you don't like it, but some of you love it. Then we have blue and we have like the silver and white. And honestly, they all look okay. Like, if you ask me. We also have aluminum on all these devices, which has its reason because it's better at dissipating the heat. But the iPhone Air, the thinnest device ever, that could really benefit from the aluminum is in titanium. It got that Pro treatment with materials and then also the colors. We have the silver, we have the black. The iPhone Air has that black color and of course the gold as well. So it's just so weird for Apple to give the Air the Pro treatment when they took the Pro treatment away from the Pro. And I really think it has something to do with the future, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But before we do, let's talk about the feel of this device in the hand. Now, I've gone back and forth a lot with this device and how I think it feels in the hand. This device is unlike anything ever. Like, it's completely evenly in the center, which is moving a lot right now and getting me very nervous, but it's settling down. But you can balance it completely in the center. It's evenly balanced in weight, which is just crazy. From the fact that this side has that plateau that sticks out, the camera, most of the tech is here. Obviously, they added some more stuff here just to kind of help just level it all out. But it's so lightweight that it just does not feel real. This feels like one of those like display units that you pick up and they're all plastic, even though they try to make it look like the real thing and there's no actual tech inside. But this one actually has the tech inside. But I will say, like, side by side, you're probably going to be more used to holding the Pro. If I would have made this video on Monday, I would have been telling you I'm keeping the Pro. I like the Pro more. But now we're Wednesday and I'm like, you know what? I honestly think I like the Air more just because it's just so different. It took me a while to get used to it. Just takes some extra time because of just how different this thing feels in the hand. Like, it's just unlike anything you ever, like the iPad is the closest. Like, this thing just feels crazy with how thin it is and everything as well. And I got used to this. So I know the more time I spend with this, the more I'm going to get used to this as well. But of course, we can't not talk about the screens. So the iPhone Air got a 6.5 inch screen, where the iPhone Pro regular, the one that I normally go with, is only 6.3. And then the Max, of course, is 6.9, which if you ask me is just insane. That thing is massive and just super uncomfortable to hold. Like I said, this one has taken me some time and I'm still not fully used to it, but I know I can get there. And that's one of the reasons why I'm sticking to this and why I recommend it. Just because it is a larger screen, it's not insanely large, and it's a gorgeous screen as well. Obviously, my wallpaper does not show off the screen the way it probably should be, but this is just the style that I like. And I mean, it's basically like holding glass. You've seen some of those people that just hold a clear piece of glass and scroll through with some kind of weird, like, I don't have my iPhone and I'm trying to use my iPhone and scroll less. I don't know. That's just weird. But that's what this feels like. It feels like you're just holding a piece of glass in your hand, but somehow it's functioning and it works. But of course, we have to talk about the camera because this one only has two cameras. Yes, I said two. You have the front camera and you have the back camera. And of course, the Pro has four. You got the three back and the one front. Now, obviously, this got the same treatment with that front camera. So if I open it up, we switch to the front, you have the option to zoom out and you can see a little bit more. And then you can even go to the portrait mode. And all this is super cool. And it's all thanks to that new 48 megapixel square camera that is in all the iPhones this year. And I'm so glad Apple put it in everything. Like, that was just crazy and unheard of for them to give across the board every single device this new high quality selfie camera. If you ask me, that was a great move from Apple because that is going to bring a ton of sales because everybody takes a picture like this. Even though the better camera is on the back, now we have nearly as good. Obviously, it's still not going to be as good because it's such a smaller sensor. Now, I did take both of these devices to my nephew's football game, and I just wanted to compare the zoom. So obviously, with the Air, you only get that 2x zoom. This one, you now have like an 8x optical zoom, which, let me just say, is absolutely amazing. So if you look at the two footages side by side, this one gets you right in there in the action. Like, you look like you are on the field in the football, like you're in the game. Where this one, of course, you got the coaches and everybody else in front of you. Both these cameras at the time were side by side. So insane how much you can actually get out of these cameras. But that doesn't mean that the one camera that you have here is less quality. I mean, this camera is amazing. It still has that same 48 megapixel that this one has. This one just obviously has 3 different ones, where this one only has 1. If your kids do a lot of sports or recitals or anything like that, and you can't get on the front row, and you use your phone as your main camera for those events, then maybe this is not the best one for you. Maybe you should look at the Pro. But if you have another camera that you can actually zoom, and you have a professional zoom or a better zoom, then even the iPhone's not going to compare to something like that. So you're still going to get great quality pictures. The portrait mode option somehow still works even though you don't have those other cameras, and it works really, really well. I've just been really impressed with just how good the camera is on this device. But right now, let's get to the area that you're probably the most interested in, and that's battery. How has this thing been doing over the last 5 days? And honestly, that's what shocked me. Like, it has done really, really well. Now, I'm not somebody that uses my phone a ton. Like, I have a computer during the day. I work from home. Like, I'm not using most days. I don't have to be on my phone all the time, and a charger is always there when I need it. But I'm still into the day on the devices where I'm using this, what I would consider the average amount for me, and I'm ending the day with about 40-30%, somewhere around there. Now, I'm sure that the Pro lasts a little bit longer. I'm probably around 50% on this one. So you got to kind of figure out which way you want to go. Now, luckily for the Air, you do have the option to get the Apple MagSafe Battery Pack. It works great. Pops right on there, charges it nice and quick. Like, this thing is awesome. I love Apple's MagSafe over all the others just because it has that smart tech in there, so it can charge the device fully, smartly. If the device is too hot, it will pause so that it won't mess up the battery health on your phone. Like, this is the best battery pack you can buy. I don't care about charging speeds. Like, I know a lot of people will be like, well, it can't charge as fast as this one, or it can't do this and this and this. But it has that smart tech in there to prioritize your battery health when you have a device that's this thin with this small of a battery that this device has. I was a user of the iPhone mini. I understand. Like, the 12, I used a regular battery pack because I was like, I just want the biggest battery pack ever. Pop it on there. And at that time, Apple didn't make one. I popped it on there all the time. And after a year, that battery was dead. Like, I was 80-some% after 1 year of use. It was awful. So then I bought the MagSafe Battery Pack as soon as it came out, started using that one all the time. And then after a year, I was at like 92, I think, or so. Now, obviously, the battery still dies. I mean, even my 16 Pro that's still sitting back there, it is at like 92% at this time after a year's worth of use, with like rarely ever putting a battery pack or anything like that on it. So highly, highly recommend. Don't listen to all the people that talk about, well, it's not going to charge your device fast enough. It doesn't matter. Like, it's still going to charge your device when it needs to. That's the best for the battery health of the device. So if you're going to buy one, I don't get paid from Apple. I can't even make money on this unless I can find an Amazon link, which I will look for, and I will put that down below if they do. But I don't think Amazon has this one yet. So I don't make anything off saying any of this. Just so you know, like, Apple didn't send me any of these devices. I paid for them. My credit card shows that right now. And one of these devices will be going back to Apple, and it's looking like it's going to be this one, which I am very surprised to say that. Like, I really, really am. But there is something about this phone that I've heard a few YouTubers mention that I mostly agree with. And they say that this is the phone that Steve Jobs would have made. And I'm going to tweak it a little bit and say this is the phone that Steve Jobs and Johnny Ive together would have made. But Steve would have made sure that it had at least one extra camera on there. Like, I honestly believe he would have pushed the team to figure that out this year rather than most likely next year. Like, I really do think that next year we're going to see this same device with an extra camera on it. We're also probably going to see that folding iPhone next year, and I can't wait for that. And that's another reason why I'm sticking to this, because I want to get used to having something different. For so many years, I've had a phone that basically looks and feels the same. Now, I know this looks a little bit different, but it basically feels the same in the hand. This is completely different. This thing feels completely different. It looks a lot different. Obviously, the UI, all that kind of stuff is the same. Like, it looks the same. iOS 26 has not been like a massive redesign of iOS, but this thing just changes the game for Apple, and I am all here for it. And that is why I think you should get the iPhone Air this year. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.